Hey everybody, it's John Johnston with CornNation, and I know that you've already heard the news that five-star quarterback Dylan Raiola has flipped to Nebraska, committed to Nebraska, and I'm trying to calm myself down because earlier I've done this is about my 38th take of trying to do this because I was so excited I couldn't breathe earlier and I couldn't pronounce words, whatever it is, enunciate, that's it. This is exciting news. Why is it exciting news? Well, because you might have been caught up a few days ago in the catastrophizing things. You know, how we always like Nebraska can't have nice things and everything's going to come apart and everything's going to be the bad thing. Dylan Raiola is going to stay with Georgia and then Danny Kalen's going to go to Michigan State and then Nebraska will have no quarterbacks again ever. Even though the quarterback was the one position that was missing from last year's team, probably could have won us a bunch more games. Few more games, some more games. Now, we have three things here. Number one, Merry Christmas. It looks like it's come early because five-star, whatever they are, whatever position it is, don't just grow on trees. And we get a quarterback coming in, a legacy quarterback. I'm sure that everybody has heard everything about the Raiola family. However you think that's, I'm not going to go into that. I am going to go with the fact that we should have two Elite 11 quarterbacks on the roster come next season. And that is Danny Kalen and Dylan Raiola. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, you might think, oh gosh, we're going to have a freshman starting the first game next year. Okay, is that horrifying? Would it be better if we had a seasoned veteran like Casey Thompson returning? Is it all the rumors keep going around about that? You know, it would be. It'd be nice, but at the same time, I mean, everything I've heard about Dylan Raiola is that he's a very mature person. He comes from a football family. Maybe he's going to show up and be the greatest thing ever. He is the number 8 overall recruit in ESPN's rankings, and he's the highest recruit Nebraska's ever gotten since they started those rankings since 2006. He's the top recruit, the top quarterback recruit in the 2024 class. So, is this good news? Yes, you can stop worrying. Except for one more thing. Early signing day is in 2 days. And so that means that Georgia has 48 hours to flip him back to Georgia. And you know he's like transferred schools like 83 times. And I have to say these things like that to give you anxiety so that you'll show up for a show tonight, Monday Night Therapy, Monday nights at 8 p.m. here on YouTube. I think that early signing day, which is December 20th, is going to be fairly exciting for Nebraska. I mean, we have Grant Bricks coming in, Carter Nelson. We got another lineman, Xander Rugaroli. Wow. I mean, I think we're going to see some more surprises showing up that we haven't heard of yet or that we haven't heard announced yet. And I think it's going to be exciting from everything I've seen and heard. And I think that this plays into what Matt Rule wants to do, which is become a development program. Need to slow down a little bit. But is it good news for Nebraska? Of course it's good news. And we're going to see what happens. You know, and I don't know if we can go into a whole lot more right now, except that it's nice to see a couple things. Number one, it's nice to be on Twitter and see the Georgia people start to downplay this whole thing about, you know, I wasn't that good anyway. Saw some sign where somebody called him a beta because apparently being an alpha or beta male is a thing these days. And quite frankly, if you have to worry about that, you've already lost. But it's funny to see people just, you know, the poo-pooing that goes when you're rejected, as are Georgia fans. The other thing is, it doesn't look like Nebraska's done dealing with the portal or dealing with, we have 2 more days of recruiting. But I saw where an Oregon running back is going to come for a January visit. And so we still have a chance to pick up a running back. And I'm guessing we still have a chance to pick up a fairly experienced wide receiver portal transfer person too. Portal transfer player. Is this exciting? Yes, it's exciting. I'm sure that all of the 358 different Nebraska channels are going to have a take on Dylan Raiola. Just 2 more things and then I'll go. Earlier today, People on Twitter Nebraska fans on Twitter have been sitting out there refreshing their phones like mad people, mad men, mad women, whatever, for like past few days, 4 or 5 days, refreshing, burning up their rates, whatever, sucking the lives out of their phones. Earlier today on Twitter, I posted the overly attached girlfriend meme asking Dylan to commit today. And he did. So I would like you to all thank me for that. And then the other thing is, it was nice to see that he waited. It was nice to see that he waited until Monday and didn't take. We had 3 teams playing yesterday. 2 of them won their games, and unfortunately the volleyball team lost to Texas. But it was nice to see that he at least had respect enough for the other sports to not do any announcements to take away anything from the other sports. And I think that shows a level of maturity, and I think that shows a level of decency of the concept that he is a Husker. And I do think that's important. It's something that's probably not going to be talked about like a lot of people, but I think the ability to fit in with a bunch of different student athletes, we've seen him in basketball games. I think this weekend he was at a wrestling match. I think that when you're a Husker, you should be all of them, so you fit into the overall student athlete body, and it also puts the athletic program kind of like literally everyone in the athletic department going in the same direction. I think that's important to overall program health. Doesn't matter if you're part of the football program, volleyball, men's basketball, rifle, bowling, whatever it is. It may be a minor thing, but I do think it's important. I think it's important from organizational standpoint that everybody is moving in the right direction. Same with coaches, all of the coaches together, no matter what program they're a part of. It's probably not thought of very much, but it is, as an organizational structure, nice to see. The last thing I'll finish with is this. Is there any of you people that thought we weren't going to win the offseason? What the hell? We've been winning the offseason for like 800 years in a row. And here we are winning the offseason again, and it's not even Christmas yet. And that's the last thing I'll say. And I'm looking forward to your comments and your excitement about Dylan Raiola, 5-star quarterback showing up for Nebraska. Let me see what you have to say. Take care of yourselves. Join us for our show Monday night at 8 p.m. Go Big Red.